Welcome to Vedcus Finance, where we uncover the hidden stories behind money, markets, and the global economy.
Open your banking app and look at the balance. Most of us believe that number represents a pile of cash sitting safely in a digital vault, waiting for us. But that perception is a deeply rooted illusion. Legally, the moment you deposit your money, it ceases to be yours. The bank becomes the owner of those funds, and you are left holding a claim. Your account balance is not stored money, but a promise of payment, a debt the bank owes you. This leads us to a central, unsettling question. If our entire financial system is built on nothing but a web of interconnected debts, what happens if the world stops borrowing? To understand the world we live in, we have to travel back 5,000 years. Long before the first coin was ever minted, people were already living in a world of debt. In ancient Mesopotamia, around 3000 BCE, farmers recorded promises of future grain harvests on clay tablets. In ancient India, debt was known as rina, not just a financial transaction, but a social and spiritual obligation that connected people to their ancestors and community. For millennia, debt was the original economic relationship that held society together. But something changed in the summer of 1944. As World War II neared its end, delegates from 44 nations met at a hotel in New Hampshire to build a new financial order called the Bretton Woods system. Their solution was to peg every currency to the US dollar, and the dollar itself was anchored to gold at exactly $35 per ounce. It was a promise of absolute stability. However, that architecture had a hidden weakness. By the late 1960s, the US was printing far more dollars than it had gold to back them. On a Sunday night in August 1971, President Richard Nixon announced he was temporarily suspending the dollar's link to gold. That temporary measure became forever, and in that moment, the world entered a new era, where money is anchored to nothing but trust. This created an unexpected consequence. Today, roughly 97% of the money in circulation is created not by the government, but by private banks when they issue loans. When you take out a mortgage, the bank doesn't give you money it took from someone else's savings. Instead, at the stroke of a pen, it credits your account with a new deposit. This is what economists call fountain pen money. It is created out of thin air at the very moment you sign the contract. Think of it like this. Every time a bank makes a loan, it creates new money and new debt simultaneously. This means your money isn't just someone's debt, it is debt. If everyone in the world paid off their loans tomorrow, money would practically vanish from our system. The system works as long as the debt keeps growing, but it contains a structural flaw. While banks create the principal of a loan, they do not create the money needed to pay the interest. To cover that interest, someone else, somewhere else, must take out a new, even larger loan. This creates a perpetual cycle where debt must grow exponentially just to stay stable. By 2022, global debt hit a staggering $305 trillion, more than 3 times the size of the entire global economy. We are seeing the signs of a system reaching its limits. This flood of debt-created money flows into scarce assets like land, driving house prices in major cities into a chasm that entire generations can no longer cross. We have built a world of incredible financial flexibility that can respond to global disasters with a flood of new cash. Yet that same flexibility leaves us standing on increasingly shaky ground. The story of money is the story of our faith in one another's promises. But as the mountain of global debt continues to climb, we are left to wonder if a system built on infinite borrowing can truly last in a finite world. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Vedcus Finance, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next documentary. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.